guys, welcome back to the Way of Truth Tarot. My name is Mandy, for those of you who are just joining, and for those of you who are returning, hello again, and welcome to another video, another reading. Not just a video, a reading. Okay, so I'm going to be looking into, well, to be honest, this was a change of plans. My initial plan for this video was to see if I could look into a property to find the energy on, but I need to do more research before I do that, because obviously I need to be sure that it is worth my time in a reading. And I have not gotten there yet. I'm doing it. I'm doing lots of research and doing micro readings at the same time, and I'm weeding out a lot of locations. I have a lovely subscriber by the name of Kylie, and she has been also working diligently in giving me some locations to look into. But so far, they've been misses. In my opinion, they've been misses. So that's still ongoing, but I still wanted to give you guys a reading. I wanted to, circle back around to dear Sebastian. If you guys have been following my readings on Sebastian, you know that he has a very special place in my heart. And yeah, not giving up on him, but this is not easy. This is like really not easy. So in terms of, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. And it's like I'm pawing around in the dark. And I have to weed through the lies, the drama, the misses, like all of that. Anyhow, today, and I'm only one person. So I realized that there is a recording that became known about 6 months ago, right before the 1-year anniversary of Sebastian's disappearance, of some footage taken about a block away from his house. So it's still in his neighborhood. And there was an individual in black. And when a person walking their dog approached them, they hid behind a vehicle. And then when the person passed the vehicle, they quickly ran away. Very weird energy. I was watching the footage. I could barely make the person out. It is not clear at all. It looks like it could be a ghost. Like, honestly, it's very hard to see. But just the energy that I felt watching it was weird. And the way he was darting and not wanting to be seen, it really... I don't know. It made me want to do a reading on it. So that's what I'm doing. I have created a bit of a spread. I call this the Figure in the Night spread. And I'm not using tarot today. I feel called just to use Whispers of the Unsolved and the Missing Variables deck. Both created by Ashley Kester from The Reckoning Co. And I'm going to put a note right now to put the links in the description box. So if you feel called to purchasing one or both of these decks yourself, you can do so. But I need to write it down because I know that I will forget it. Forget to put it in the description box when I'm editing. So, where's my damn pen? Pencil will work. Okay. Right there. Right here. Got it down. All right. Everything said in this reading is alleged, in my opinion, based on the energy and the card meanings, not facts, as always. Let's begin. So, a recap. I'm doing a reading that I call the Figure in the Night Spread, based on the footage details. The footage was recorded at 12:17 a.m. on February 26, 2024, in the vicinity of Kellen Lane, 1 block over from Sebastian Rogers' home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. It was released to the public on February 21st, 2025, via news outlets such as Fox and WSMV4. It was supported by confirmation from a private investigator, Steve Fisher. Now, this PI was hired by the Proudfoots. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, like, the information that comes up. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office and related authorities obtained the footage with approximately 72 hours after Sebastian was reported missing. I'm wondering if the cops weren't able to substantiate who that person was, because it's so hard to even make out what you're looking at. Like, anyhow, let's look into this. We don't really need to be able to see clearly the video because the cards could probably tell us what we need to know. So let's get started. Whoa. Hired fell out. That also flew out. Okay. All right, Sebastian. And this tumbled out. I can't believe it. This card again tumbled out again, but it's in reverse along with this card. Okay. All right. He wants to speak, I think. Card 1, the hidden presence. What energy or truth is obscured in this figure? Remember, I was saying you can barely make out what this is, what you're even watching. I had to give Lennox my crystal skull kiss. Oh my God. Okay. What energy or truth is obscured in this figure? So this card is going to show whether the figure represents danger, a witness, a distraction, or even a spiritual symbolism. An elder, a grandparent elder. Mental health. Treason. Betrayal. Well, I mean, deep state came out too. All right. Grandparent elder. This is pointing to a long time connection. Somebody older than Sebastian. Mental health is pointing to somebody that is not in control of their faculties at that moment. Treason is representing betrayal. In my opinion, deep state is representing a deeper, darker narrative, or not narrative, plan, or orchestration, more like, that was against Sebastian. Like, just like a government, like what this card represents in its literal definition is a government, and a government's job is supposed to take care of the people that live in the country it represents, right? But the deep state represents a government, a shadow government that operates in the shadows, that does not have everybody's best interest at heart. It's self-serving. And that is what this card is representing. But the people that were supposed to, like the government, take care of Sebastian didn't. And was operating, a shadow, I'm having a hard time articulating myself. They betrayed him. They were supposed to take care of them, and they didn't. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what that card is representing. Give me one card that represents the truth about this figure. war. Okay. Alrighty. Card 2. Okay. The path observed. Where is the presence leading us? Is the figure guiding the investigation towards a location, away from something, or serving as a symbolic pathway? Oh, are you kidding me? This card again, with final ending, and war on the bottom of the deck. It's leading towards the final ending. Like, it's leading toward what happened to him. Okay. The person in this video, give me their energy, and I'm going to use the other side of the deck. Give me a card that represents their energy. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kidnap, hands tied. This card is representing the energy of the person. Kidnapped, hands tied. Give me one more card before I say what I'm going to say. Hands tied. Top secret. Warfare. Okay, you know what I'm feeling right now, and oh my God. Okay. 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 This is what fell out on the table. Marriage, wedding. It's representing, in my opinion, CP and KP. Affluent, wealthy, upper class in reverse. As in, they're exposed. I mean, and another reason why this card is in reverse is because they're not like wealthy, right? They're middle class. But they have privileges that not every middle class family has. And in my opinion, that's the reason why they haven't had anything come down on them, in my opinion. And then this one. I rarely get this card. This card is pointing to me being on the right track, in my opinion. That's what I believe. It's what I feel. And it is confirming what I should say and my feelings. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but you know what? I've been triggering people my entire life. I'm not going to stop now. The repeated warfare card, war card, hands tied, kidnapped. It's really like hands tied, meaning putting somebody forcing somebody in a situation where they don't have much control of what they can do. I believe that Sebastian broke out of the house or wherever he was being kept, because I don't feel like he was even in his bedroom. He broke out of the house like a bat out of hell because he felt like he had to. And I feel like that person in that video that we can barely see, that is hiding behind a car, I could be wrong, but I'm getting this feeling that Sebastian was running around that neighborhood trying to hide. And the reason why he did not make himself known to that dog walker or to anybody else is because he was scared and he did not want them to go to his house and be like, your son is he. It's what I feel. And I feel that Katie called Chris to come home to find him. right. Show me, give me a card for this video serving as a symbolic pathway. Love. Lies. Love and lies. What is lies representing? Hired lies. It was fired in reverse. Hired lies. You hire somebody. You hire somebody to push a narrative. This private eye was hired. This private eye was hired by Chris and Katie. And it was this private eye that made the video, like, supported this video on news anchors when they released it 6 months ago. Are you saying that this is a distraction? Partner and accomplice. Oh my God. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. So is the footage Sebastian, yes or no? Oh my God. Neighborhood. New World Order. This is pointing to orchestration. And the person you can barely see. It's like, it's useless because you fucking can't make anything out. But I just don't get it. Give me an undeniable card, whether this is Sebastian I'm looking at or if this is a distraction. I'm really confused. That falls in line with New World Order, as well as the Deep State card. Evidence in reverse, and thief. In my opinion, okay, I always wondered, like, how come there's not very good footage of that neighborhood when practically everybody these days has door cameras? Like, when you look at the Idaho for footage around that neighborhood, it's pretty clear. Like, it's at night, but you can see it's not as grainy as the footage from the neighborhood footage from the Sebastian Rogers case. Evidence and thief, I can't help but feel that maybe certain evidence was, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. These two cards are making me feel that there was some footage from certain cameras, maybe even from the Proudfoot home, that was tampered with or taken or destroyed. There's an accomplice that is involved, hired. And this is when I first started the reading, I got hired, like the hired card fell out. And now I get fired in reverse, which is hired again. We got neighborhood. It's pinpointing the location that we're talking about right now. And lies. And we got spouse. A long-time connection. Is this a long-time connection with Chris or a long-time connection with Sebastian? Fraud, cybercrime, but it was in reverse. This is pointing to fraud, tampering with evidence, manufacturing evidence. There's something about this video that does not add up to me. Let's go on to card 3. I'm going to put these back, make some room, and we'll see if any of them show back up. The silent message. What is the video itself trying to tell us? What is the video itself trying to tell us? Road, distance, journey. Experiment. Okay, the experiment card is making me feel like let's throw something at the wall and see what sticks in terms of what can we use to push a certain narrative about Sebastian running away on his own accord. That's what this card's representing. Sebastian running away, him going the distance, him going on a journey by himself. Let's throw this piece of footage out there and see if it changes people's opinion, or if it can give something the cops to chase for a while. We may even hire a private investigator and somehow know that he's going to stumble across it, and so it's going to look innocent. It's going to look like, oh, he found it on his own. Because this footage was brought to the cops 72 hours after Sebastian went missing. So if the cops thought it was something, or if they could substantiate it, then wouldn't have something come of it? Wouldn't they have mentioned it? Wouldn't have it been out sooner to the public? You would think footage like that, in a case where a kid is vanished from his house in the middle of the night, would be significant. But we only hear about it a year later. I mean, I personally just found out about it. So, and if this is what my research has told me, if any of this is not accurate, let me know. But to my knowledge, this video was only made public 6 months ago by the Proudfoot's PI. I don't know. Sounds weird to me. How should the collective... Oh, sorry. What truth wants to be revealed through this footage? What truth wants to be revealed through this footage? Travel and debt. Travel and debt. Yeah. I think they want to push the narrative that could potentially be Sebastian not wanting to be found and purposely running away. Allegedly, my opinion. How should the collective hold this knowledge? How should the collective hold this knowledge? Warning. Warning. Don't believe it. It's a red flag. Success in reverse. And sorry, this was actually in reverse. Dismemberment in reverse, which is pieces coming together. yeah, this footage is fishy, and I don't know, there's something weird about it. But I absolutely still feel that Sebastian broke out of wherever he was being kept in that house. He ran away to get freedom. And I believe Chris found him. Guidance for viewers, investigators, and those holding space for Sebastian. How to process or act on what's revealed. How to process or act on what's been revealed. Legal proceedings in reverse. So legal proceedings in reverse. Supplier. And healing, recovery, and alignment. So how to process or act on what's revealed. Healing and recovery is what Sebastian wants for everybody. He wants to supply healing and recovery, but without legal proceedings. Not saying that this legal proceedings will never happen, but there's no guarantee that it will. And I think what Sebastian wants to push is that he wants the healing to take place as soon as possible, not 30 years down the road. And what I'm feeling is that he's trying to push the message that, like, not every case gets solved. Not saying that that's going to be the case for his case, but the sooner people can find healing in other ways, the freer that they'll become. Because if you put too much attachment on getting justice or waiting to try to heal until you get justice, that day may never come. And the only thing he's concerned about is this. It's already happened to him. He can't go back. This will not bring him back, unfortunately. He's made peace with it. And that's what this card's representing. And he wants that for everybody else. That's not easy to hear. We're desperate for answers, and we will be till the end. But we need to find the purpose in this, as senseless as it seems. Okay, let's pull a missing variables card. Okay, global reverberations. One scandal shakes the world. It's the Eight of Clubs. Got my die. What passage applies? 7. A suspect fleeing as investigators close in. Okay, let me get me a couple whispers about that. A suspect fleeing as investigators close in. Water in flow. Secret weapon in reverse. So something that's not so secret, something very obvious. Exposed, stalked, followed. And I really feel that Sebastian was hunted down in that neighborhood when he ran away. Science experiment again. Let's throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Is that going to be the beginning of the end for them? Is that going to be the beginning of the end for them? Self-sabotage. I think investigators are keeping some things very, very, very close to their chest. Cannot tip off the Proudfoots that they are suspicious of something, or that they are, suspicious of some sort of evidence or whatever. I'm just feeling they just don't have the proof. They don't have that smoking gun yet. A suspect fleeing as investigators close in. One scandal that shakes the world. Is this a potential future timeline? Is this a potential future timeline? A suspect fleeing, investigators are closing in. 2 cards. Plot twist. Something we don't see coming. And male in reverse, which is female. I said in a previous reading that they need to turn on each other for the truth to come to light, and for one of them to take a plea deal and sell the other one down the railroad. Because I don't believe that Katie has it easy with Chris. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, that's just the truth. And I feel that that's what this is telling. It could be indicating down the future that she will leave him because she has no choice. I don't think they're there yet, though. There's gonna have to, I'm feeling like what would lead to this is something in Chris's life really spiraling out of control, like other than how it already has, putting more strain on them. And then Katie making her break and going to the cops to save herself. Let's face it. But at least we've got the answers then. Give me one card about that potential happening in the next year. Low vibrational. Health issues. Oh my God. I got a ride in reverse, so something quiet. Oh my God. I got evil demonic, family in reverse, manipulation, gaslight, and control, and female. Oh. She's going to take control of the situation. She's going to do it quietly. He's not going to really see it coming. This is going to show her true colors. About the destruction of her family. It all comes from a very low vibrational place. Not a place of justice. All self-serving and health issues. That's referring to either her mental health. Well, yeah, her mental health, but stress, like, I don't know. She has to hit rock bottom hard enough to end up doing this situation. But male in reverse and then female upright, like it's pointing to her. She does not want to go to jail. So when whatever tactics they use as a couple doesn't work anymore, and she starts to get a sense that the cops are sniffing around more, that is going to be the catalyst for this. Allegedly, my opinion. Really hard to say as far... Oh, and I just opened the deck to truth. It's hard to say when this would happen because the divining the future and finding the exact time is not easy. It, human interference is a very real thing, and things change. Timelines change. Things falling apart. Delays in reverse. So hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay, spiritual offering. What healing or release does this case invite at the soul level? What healing or release does this case invite at the soul level? So lies, this card is pointing to not everything is as it seems. Right? We're looking at a video and we think that it's pretty blatant. Right? But it's not as it seems. Remember, let's throw things at the wall and see what sticks. Remember who this PI is representing. Outside, outer space, in reverse, inner space. It's like, don't look outside yourself for answers. Look within yourself. What are you feeling? If your feelings are not matching up to what you're seeing, it's usually an indication of this. There's thief. And this is actually representing the person in black in the video. Yeah. Vacation beach abroad. He's not anywhere. He didn't go anywhere. Like, yeah, he left his house, but he didn't get very far. All right, guys. That's it for this reading for today. I'm going to still work on the location and stuff, but yeah, I can't give you an ETA on when I'm going to do that video. Not yet anyway. But rest assured, when I do, it will be up as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you are enjoying my content and you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is absolutely free and it really helps my channel grow. I put a lot of work into this, and those subscriptions really mean a lot to my growth. And like I said, it's free. So if you are enjoying and you're finding yourself returning to my channel to watch more stuff but are not subscribed, just click the subscribe button. That's all. No biggie. But, well, no biggie to you, but a big biggie to me. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you with another reading very shortly.